What up, YouTube? Trash Talking Circle, Dirty Bird Nation, Rise Up Nation. Sergeant AR10, your favorite sergeant, here with another video talking about this matchup on Sunday between the Dirty Bird offensive line and the Chicago Bears front seven. The Chicago Bears, athletic, talented, fast, strong front seven is taking on my Dirty Bird offensive line. That's a little beat up right now. We did have our right tackle, Caleb McGarry, get hurt last Sunday. Man, he had a MCL sprain. I think he'll be out for a week or two. So we'll be starting Matt Gano in his place. So at right tackle, we're looking at Matt Gano, right guard Lindstrom, Alex Mack in the middle, James Carpenter at left guard, and Matthews at left tackle. Now, these guys will have their hands full all afternoon on Sunday. These Bears, man, they're stout up front, man. Our running game needs to pretty much do a Chinese torture, death by 1,000 cuts on Sunday against these guys. We cannot get into third and long and let these guys pin their ears back and come after Matt, man. If we constantly have third and long, man, we're going to be bad on third down. We're going to be punting a lot, and the offense isn't going to move the ball. So if we can get 3, 2, 4 yards on first and second down, get these guys in third and medium situations, I think we'll be okay. But if we don't, we're not going to score a lot of points, and it's going to be a long afternoon. Looking at their defensive front, first of all, man, shout out to Roquan Swift, man, former Georgia Bulldog, started as a rookie there in Chicago. Excellent player, excellent in coverage. Him and Barcavius Mingo at linebacker. They also have Danny Trevathan, man, savvy veteran, man, all over the field, side-to-side linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are awesome. The name everybody knows around the league is their pass rusher, defensive end / outside linebacker, Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack started off with the Raiders. Was pretty much, their best player on defense out there in Oakland at the time. Now they're the Las Vegas Raiders, but did not like it there, so Gruden traded him away. He traded away Amari Cooper. They traded away some of their best players out there in Oakland at the time. So you got Khalil Mack coming off the edge on one side, and you have Robert Quinn, another savvy veteran, big, fast, strong guy coming off the other edge for the Chicago Bears. So their backup linebackers, looking at Josh Wood, James Waters. I already talked about Mingo. So that's their linebackers. Their other defensive linemen, nose tackle Bilal Nichols, defensive end Akeem Hicks, man, another savvy veteran, and Mario Edwards. That definitely rings a bell because we used to play against this guy. So their defensive front, man, stout, athletic. I'm sure they're going to come out in a lot of exotic looks. I'm pretty sure they'll interchange between 3-4, 4-3 looks. I know they're going to blitz. I know they're going to try to throw different things at Matt to get him confused, get the offense off rhythm. But like I said, man, on my last week's video, when I was talking about coming out against the Cowboys, up tempo. Dirk, Coach Morgan, all those guys on the offensive line, staff, on the offensive side of the ball. If we come out up tempo, I say just run up tempo, not even on the first drive, but sometime in the first quarter. Let's just come out up tempo and see what kind of looks they give us. You know what I'm saying? Let's come out up tempo and challenge them to see, okay, we go up tempo in this drive. Who's got their hands on their hips? Who's tired? You know what I'm saying? Who has the cons to get subbed in and out? Let's find a weakness in this front seven coming out up tempo with some scripted plays, with some guys that can get in the rhythm and get the ball up and down the field. We don't know if Julio's playing or not. I think he's a game time decision, but Mack and Jake Matthews, they're going to need help from our tight ends, man. So Hurst, you might not be catching the touchdown pass, on Sunday, man. You might be staying in tight to help out with these pass rushers, man. Same thing with Luke Stocker. Our two tight ends, Hurst and Stocker, we're gonna need y'all help defending these guys. You know what I'm saying? The defensive coaches up there in Chicago, man, they know Matt's seen everything, man. I mean, the guy's been in the league, 12 years, man. He's seen everything, man. So it's important for them to disguise, to run stunts up front, to try to, get somebody like Mack, who, just got thrust into the starting lineup last week with McGary's injury. So they're going to try to confuse him, man. They're going to want twists and stunts and blitz from here and there. I'm sure they'll take a page out of Seattle's book and try to blitz from the secondary as well. So it's going to take, a little bit of game plan, a little bit of scheming on the offensive side of the ball with Coach Morgan to say, okay, Gano, when you get in your stance, man, you're going to work right next to Lindstrom. So you and Lindstrom got to have a certain amount of communication to say, hey, we know on second and long and on third and long, these are the type of stunts they run. So alert this, alert that. You know what I'm saying? You guys can talk back and forth when you're on the line pre-snap, especially if we go no huddle. If you talk pre-snap before the ball is snapped, a lot of communication between you two on things to look out for. You'll be prepared if it comes. You know what I'm saying? So that whole offensive line, captained by Alex Mack, you guys coming out there, I know you're going to be aggressive. The offense didn't have a turnover the entire game, the last game. So you guys, if you guys are aggressive, if you guys come out and execute and be ready for, different things and different looks that you might see up front, I think we'll be just fine. I think we'll move the ball. We'll wear them down if we start off up tempo, and then come out in the second half. We'll wear them down, and that pass rush will be slower. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the left side of the line with Carpenter and Matthews. Carpenter, I think he's done well. I honestly thought Hennessy would start, but I don't know. I think they're just keeping Hennessy for depth purposes. But, according to the team, Hennessy was doing well in camp. They got rid of Jamon Brown because Hennessy did so well in training camp. So maybe we'll, keep Hennessy as a backup, to Lindstrom, as a backup to James Carpenter. Looking at the injury history that we've had, I know Matthews missed practice on Wednesday. I think he's having a knee issue, but I'm pretty sure he'll be good to go on game time. I just think they held him out just to, see if he was okay, and he might have had some swelling. So as a precaution, they held him out on Wednesday's practice. My question is, are we looking at, some practice squad players? Are we keeping some guys around just in the tuck, just in case we have more offensive line injuries? That's a question I have because, it's the second game and we've already lost our tackles. So, as the season goes on, guys are going to get nicked up, banged up. They're going to have strains and pulls and things like that. So offensive line depth is important. And, with COVID going on, we might have one of our guys pop positive, and then you need to throw somebody in, to take his place. So we'll see. But, man, looking at these linebackers, looking at these guys, man, some familiar names, some people that we played before. But they do have some studs on defense, man. I can't lie. They have a tough front seven. I think it'll be a back and forth game with these guys, and it's important to look at. It's kind of like a chess game, man. It's important to look at the matchups and how teams adjust as the game goes on. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. But that's just my quick video talking about their front seven against our offensive line. Hopefully McGary doesn't stay out too long. Mack continues to lead these guys in the right direction, and we get a win on Sunday. But we'll see what happens. I'll definitely be watching the trenches. I'll be watching guys like Akeem Hicks and Khalil Mack go against our tackles and linemen to see who gets penetration and who steps up in the run game, and who gets knocked out the way. So we'll have space for Gurley and Hill and Ito Smith. I think Hill needs more touches. I think Smith needs more touches. We don't want to burn Gurley out too fast. So I think those guys need to be featured more. So that'll be my next video on this channel. I'll be talking about our skill players against their defensive secondary. So I'll make that video tomorrow, and then I'll make another video probably on Sunday talking about their skill players against our secondary. Our secondary needs to be completely scrapped. We have a bunch of issues in our secondary. I mean, I know the pass rush and the secondary work hand in hand, but I'm seeing guys constantly get torched playing one-on-one in our secondary, so we just can't have that. But stand by for another video. Sergeant AR-10 talking about this matchup. Let me know in the comments how you think our trenches would do against them, and I'll get up with you on the next video. All right, peace.